Welcome back, Pokemon fans. My name is Angel of the Night 091, and we've got a Bdsp Wi-Fi battle versus Violet, found on the 2022-2021 battle codes. If you guys enjoy my videos, make sure you subscribe to the alerts, and like the battle. Without further ado, let's get into it. Alright guys, let's go. We are going to get into this battle here versus Violet. Violet is going to lead off here with a Mamoswine, while I'm going to lead off here with my Uxie. Now normally these two Pokemon are actually going to go right in for like a Stealth Rock, but in this situation here I'm actually going to go in for the Yawn. If you guys have ever watched this team in battle, and you guys will know what team it is here shortly, I usually go for the Yawn because it's going to give me a safe setup on the second turn in order to get my Stealth Rocks up. Now, one thing that I didn't really predict here is this Mamoswine going right in for the Icicle Shard. Now, Icicle Shard, of course, did a massive amount of damage here in the first turn, and luckily, as I did get that Yawn off and made the Mamoswine drowsy, it forced the opponent to actually swap into Empoleon. Now, Empoleon, of course, coming in, I get my Stealth Rocks up. The fourth turn, I'm actually going in, setting up a Yawn yet again. Now, one thing I didn't think about is Empoleon having Defog. While I'm actually doing these battles, I have not seen Defog in a very long time. So I'm going to be honest with you, I actually kind of forgot in this situation what Defog really does. And I was so into the moment that I didn't even notice that it actually took the Stealth Rocks away. So now, as I get the Yawn off, it actually forced the trainer to actually swap back into Mamoswine to set up their Stealth Rocks yet again. So right now we actually have Stealth Rocks both on each side as the entry hazards, and this turn here we're actually going to go right in for the attack, because at this time I really realized that, hey, you know what, I really need to get this Mamoswine some damage. So we managed to get a bit of damage off onto this Mamoswine. We're getting into the Psychic here again. Psychic is doing some work, and Mamoswine is right down into the yellow area, almost right to the critical. And at this time, Icicle Sphere is coming back in. It's doing some work, and you know what? I'm actually able to survive. If that Icicle Sphere did any more turns, it would have definitely knocked out my Uxie. Now, luckily, we were able to take out Mamoswine as the first Pokemon, and that's fantastic because, I mean, Mamoswine's a beastly Pokemon. You really don't want to mess with it when it comes down to it. So we actually managed to get another Yawn off here. We get Empoleon drowsy. Here's the Defog, and of course, at this time, my evasion falls, and both sides lose their Stealth Rocks there yet again. So at this time, there's no entry hazards on the field, and that is great for players that have Focus Sash or Sturdy or any other ability like that. The Violet is actually going to swap out, go into Donphan. Now, Donphan's a really cool Pokemon, guys. It's very bulky, has nice attack. Now, if you can actually pull it off, the Rapid Spin on this thing would greatly increase the speed of it, making it almost a threat if you're able to take some damage. Now, one thing you don't want to do is leave your Donphan in against a special attacker like so, because right now your Donphan is right down into the red zone. Now, the Rapid Spin was kind of a big kick in the face here, because I was like, whoa, wait a minute. I actually lost because of a Rapid Spin, but you know what? It's okay, because we got our Roserade. Roserade is an awesome Pokemon. It's one of my favorites from Sinnoh. One thing I didn't think about here is the Ice Shard from a Donphan. I haven't seen Ice Shard on Donphan in a long time. I've always gone for the Gunk Shot, personally, on a lot of different Pokemon. Now, especially since Fairy's in, okay? We've got the Energy Ball. We did some damage to Donphan. We took it out, and that is the second Pokemon on Violet's side. Now, at this time, Empoleon comes back into the field, and we do have sort of an advantage here because of the grass water typing. However, you know, because I am poison and steel, there is a bit of an issue there. Empoleon comes in, gets another Stealth Rock up. Now, Stealth Rock, of course, at this time, it's going to be a little bit of an issue for my Pokemon coming in, mainly because it's an entry hazard. Now, we can keep going for the Energy Ball here. We can't really do Dazzling Gleam. We can't do Sludge Bomb. There's no real effect on Empoleon because of the Steel type typing. So really all we can do is go for the energy ball. And you know what? We luck out because we actually get a special defense drop. Now the Empoleon going for the roar is actually going to force my hand here. My Roserade is going to go back to my team. Infernape is going to come out. And of course, there's the rock damage, right? Those are those entry hazards that you see Violet setting up and I'm setting up from time to time. Now, we have a bit of a type advantage here. For an attack, the Thunder Punch is an advantage over the Empoleon. Now, my opponent here clearly knows that Infernape may or may not have Thunder Punch. So they actually swap out, go into Togekiss, thinking that maybe Togekiss can take the damage. At this time, Togekiss is actually not able to handle the 2 Thunder Punches that we just laid onto it, and it actually faints. So that is the 3rd Pokemon out on this team. Now, the Dazzling Gleam did some serious work to us, and I'm not surprised by it because, I mean, we are a fighting type. In comes Gengar, Gengar going for the Shadow Ball. Shadow Ball is, of course, going to finish off the Infernape. There's just no way it's going to be able to survive that. So now we have the option to choose another Pokemon to come into play. Now at this time, I'm thinking between Roserade, Gastrodon, and Electivire. Now Roserade would have been a worse choice. Gastrodon, I don't know if it would have been really the smartest play here, kind of knowing what's going to happen later on in the match. But we've got Electivire out onto the field. Gengar is worried, it's concerned, it's going back to our to our opponent's team, and in comes the Empoleon there yet again, just kind of like death fodder. I think what they're trying to do is to see kind of what my Electivire is going to be doing. Now that Thunderbolt, of course, just destroying Empoleon due to the typing, and that's great. That's exactly what you want. Now at this time, I'm thinking to myself, okay, maybe Electivire is going to be able to outspeed Gengar. Not going to happen. Gengar just completely outspeeds. I know that a level 100 timid Gengar is able to rival an Alakazam and other very speedy Pokemon like Crobat. I think Crobat's even a step up, but with effort values and whatnot, I don't think that really matters at this point. But Gengar is going to go back to our opponent. Gastrodon's coming out to the field. And of course, here's Rotom. Rotom is a swap in for Gengar. Now the rocks do some damage. I get a little bit of leftovers to regain my health, which is perfect. Rotom just kind of wants to get a Will-O-Wisp off here just to get a little bit of chip damage as we go. Right now we have 2 water-type Pokemon onto the field, and that's not really going to help out either side because, I mean, it's basically just going to be neutral damage at this point. So Rotom is burned. Gastrodon, of course, is not yet burned, but here we go. There's the Will-O-Wisp. Will-O-Wisp is going to get contact with me, and unfortunately, now we're both burned. Now, unfortunately, items can't be used, or else I would use a burn heal here, just like Blaine always recommends. But you know what? I don't have any. Can't use them. So right now, we're just going to basically go back and forth here and exchange some attacks. You know, we're getting a little bit of chip damage from them burns. And of course, we basically just have water typing moves to really do anything. So I've locked in a Scald here. He's actually going to swap out the Rotom, go back into Gengar. Gengar is going to get hit by the Scald. And of course, there we go with our lefties. Just regaining some of the health there from the chip damage from the burn. Okay, so at this time, the only real play here is to really go for the Scald. Earth Power is not really going to do much. I know I can't outspeed this Gengar, but you know what it has? It actually has a Energy Ball. And I didn't even think about that on a Gengar. Like, I mean, quite frankly, maybe a Giga Drain here and there, but Grass moves on a Gengar is not something that I would normally see. So at this time, we know Gengar is a threat to our team. We only have 2 Pokemon left. He has 2 Pokemon. We go into our Garchomp, which then forces the hand to go back out to the Rotom. And here we go with the Dragon Claw. Now, Dragon Claw is going to make contact with Rotom. It's doing quite a bit of damage, which is nice to see. And then, of course, there's that burn doing that little bit of chip damage that we really want to have, right? So we're actually able to outspeed there yet again because obviously Gengar is faster than the Rotom. He misses the Will-O-Wisp, and that is huge because that basically is not going to cut our attack power. And of course, you know, it may or may not have made a difference later on in the match, depending on the scenario. But here we go with the Dragon Claw, the 3rd and final claw, and Rotom goes down. And in comes Gengar, the last remaining Pokemon on Violet's team. The Gengar is going to be able to attack first. There is the Shadow Ball, and you know what? We handle it like a champ. And there's the Dragon Claw for the match. Now this has been so exciting, it's great! Alright, thank you very much for the battle there, Violet. GG. If you guys enjoyed the battle there today, go ahead and post your comments, like the video, and as always, make sure you sub to the channel. That way you never miss an upload. If you guys enjoyed the battle, make sure you check out one of the other battles listed above. I have many other battles on the channel, and I hope you guys enjoy them. Take care, have a good one, see you guys next time.